Hello and welcome to another episode of I Lie. Yeah, another episode of I Lie. This is I Lie number 5 and I'm getting myself ready to paint a goldfish, and I wanted to paint a goldfish because I've always wanted to do it, and because I used to have some goldfish and I used to have a little fish tank, and kind of miss having a fish tank, but then I thought, I know, instead of having to buy fish food and cleaning it out and doing all the filtering and stuff, I can paint a fish and put that on the wall, and that could be my pet fish. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, so let's get started. I've stuck that up there. Let me just show you what I'm going to do. So here's a zoomed in picture of a fish. I just cropped it and zoomed it in to get this size, which is about the right size for this canvas, I'd say, if it's there. Maybe I could have done it a tiny bit bigger, I don't know. But anyway, this is about the size I'm going to do it, and I'm probably going to need, I might wing this and try and do it all in one go, and hopefully it'll work out rather than drawing it and stuff first. I might just paint away and then see what happens. And so you can always use a brush. Actually, I'll leave it there a second because so you can see it while I mix my colours. Just move my brushes aside a second. So when you're doing something and you want the colours to be right, which we always want the colours to be right, really, the best way to do is to either print out your image and laminate it, and then you can put your paint on the lamination, and that way you can see if you got your colour right, or mix your colour and then hold it up to the whatever you're going to do, and that's what I'm going to do on this one. And I'm going to put my colours out the way I would normally do if behind the cameras, because I don't know why I lay the paints out when I'm going to film, because I never paint that way, so why do it like that? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, obviously there's a red, more of a cadmium orangey red, so we'll have the cadmium orange hue out, and I'm thinking it'd be more the other red than this red, so we'll move that aside. There's a bit of cad yellow there and there, so we'll get some of that. Put some of that out. This is more like how I would do it. I'd be looking at things and going, this is the colour I'd want. So that's quite a deep red there, so Cadmium Red Deep. Cadmium Red Deep. There's loads of paint in this one, because it's Cadmium Red Deep. What am I saying? I don't even know. Right, it's some white. This white is actually coming to the end. It's the first big white I got for the water mixable oils. Done a lot of paintings of this tube. There's still some left though. Okay, so we've got the white. What's this? This is sort of a it's got a sort of crimsony, greyish, bluish, reddish, greyish, bluish. Maybe a little ultramarine in that, I guess. A little red and ultramarine. Maybe there's a bit of black in there. We will need black. Definitely need black. Put that down there. There we go. So, there's my paint, and now I'm going to go straight in there and see. God, I've got paint all over me. I left my brushes that need washing from yesterday, and my palette, so I had to do it today. So I've ended up getting paint all over me. I haven't even done any painting yet. The brushes are all dirty from yesterday. Ugh, so lazy. It's because I was so tired yesterday. Because I did 3 days on the trot at work, and they were all early mornings. So I was a bit knackered by the end of it. So I just did the painting and then had a drink and went to bed pretty much. And today I'm a lot fresher because I got to sleep in a bit. So anyway, you don't want to know my life story. So here we are, goldfish. That's what we're all about. We're painting this goldfish. You know what? I'm tempted to just do this. So I'm thinking like the first colour. I'm going to pull this down like that, so I get a bit of a transition. The first colour is going to be like this, you know, similar. A lot of it's like this actually. So yeah, that's going to put in a lot of the colour. It needs dulling a little bit and then brightening up a little bit in places. Let's just see. Yeah, it's quite close. It needs a little bit of, probably a tiny bit of blue in it. So that's okay. I'll put that back there. I'm umming and ahhing in my head about whether I should do a sketch of it and use a ruler. Or do I just go for it and look at the shape? Think about that while we're doing the other colours. So I want that colour now, that colour. So I think it's some red, like that, and blue, and white. So it's not far off, is it? Yeah, that's nearly it. It needs dulling a bit for some areas. Probably a little bit more blue in it. No. More red. So that's a bit too red now. Too red, too blue, too red, too dark. But that'll do because then I can lighten that a bit. Yeah, something like that. So we've got that. So we know what colour that's for now. So I'll leave that brush there. So we've got that area. We've got our red, we know that. The yellow, that's going to be easy. That's just a bit of white in the orange. The outline is probably going to have to use a liner to get the red. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. So I'm just going to stick that above so I can see it. So I've just stuck that picture above, and I'm going to do some very quick sketch of the fish because I think it will help me out a little bit. I'm not going to use a ruler, I'm going to use a brush. You've seen artists where they hold brushes. Artists holding brushes, oh, how unusual that is. I'm using them anyway. Oh god, this is going to be one of those days. So I'm holding the brush and I'm going to create markers for things like the eye, the end of the nose, like that, target like that, and then oh, I might as well just draw away. Something like that anyway. La-da-dee. Something like this. Wee. Get some of that paint off. Just check the size. Using the brush like that just to check the size. This body, and then the tail. Tail goes out quite far out actually. Tail. So you could trace this if you wanted. Maybe I'll put this image available so you can. Sort of shape like that. In there. Shape that and that and that and that. I might use it at this just to build this up a bit, just to, so when I start throwing paint on I've got a bit more of a chance really. It's not going to be exact, but as long as it looks like a fish. Because if this doesn't look like a fish, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. Can you imagine the amount of dislikes I'll get? Oh, what is this? This is awful. Yeah, it's looking a little fishy. Something a little fishy around here. Right. Let's start putting in colour and see what happens. It's a good way of doing it really. Right, this for me. So I'm grabbing some of this red, and what I'll do is you'll see my brush go up like that and then down again. I'm just looking at the paint next to the picture really. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going whoop, and then I'll come down and I'll go like this. I'll go looking at the goldfish above, and then looking at the canvas trying to get it about right. About right. Doesn't have to be exact for this one. I'm trying to attain, good word, isn't it? Attain a likeness, as they say. The essence of it. See, if you say, well, I'm just trying to get the essence, just the essence. That's all I'm after. Sort of, you could then get away with, doesn't look exactly the same. You say, well, I was just after the essence. Oh, well, it doesn't look like a photorealistic painting. I was like, well, you're right, but the essence is there. That's all I was going for. So I'll put a bit of white in the orangey colour. Ooh, that doesn't look right at all. Let's throw more orange in that. That looks too dark to me. It does. I'm carrying on though. So I think it'll look quite good here. We just turn my brush around like this, just to get rid of some of the paint really. Get a little bit more of this light. Doesn't look right. Maybe a bit of yellow in it. Yellow in there. See what that's like. It's not orange enough. It's just not orange enough. That's better. Whoop. And then you've got to remember, I've already blobbed loads of colour on there. La da, la da. Better. It's a bit better. I'm going to get the knife because I don't really like it. Just take away some of the paint. Because, like I said in another episode, the more paint that you have on, the more paint you got on, the harder it is for you to affect it for your lighter lights. Your lights or your darks, it's harder to do that. So if you take some of the paint off, so it's almost stain the canvas, then you can go back and like so lighten things a bit, and it works. It lightens. Yay! Brilliant. I am a genius. No, I'm the master of fixing bad paintings because that's what I do all the time. I'm always trying to fix bad paintings, try and make them look good. I'm always fixing my own. Do your painting and then it's like, you think about it. Like yesterday, I did the marigold yesterday, and I walked out of the room. I was like, I didn't feel like I'd done the marigold justice. I felt a little bit annoyed because it just wasn't coming together, and I couldn't work out why. And I'll blame everything like tiredness and anything else that I can make up that sounds like a good excuse. and then I sort of took a photo of it. This is a good one to do actually. Take a photo of your painting and have a look at it, and then you can look at it and go, I don't like that. What I can see is that I've not, well, like yesterday's picture, I didn't create a unity in the painting. I was just painting away, getting lost in it a bit, and not creating unity in the picture. What I mean is, I was painting in different styles in the painting, not one style, not one way. And when you're painting a picture, it does, it can work painting in multiple ways to do different effects. Maybe you want to exaggerate something, and then you could paint that bit different. But when what I find is for what I was doing yesterday, it just didn't come together. And the reason it didn't come together is because it wasn't unified. The style was not unified. The background was too thin. It was a bit watercolory. It wasn't right at all. And I took a picture of it, and I looked at it, and I was like, well, why isn't it working? Why? And straight away, I was like, well, why have I done the background so rubbishy? Surely it shouldn't be like that. And I was like, well, yeah, why would I not do blue background? Why is that? Why did I do a dirty bluey colour? What was I thinking? It's all right to be this critical when it's yourself. And I thought to myself, well, just need a yellow for this bit there. There's like a bit of yellow there. And I thought, well, this is completely messed up. It's not got any blue in the background, not strong blue. You're not using brush strokes, even though you used brush strokes in the other area. So I was giving myself a critique, really. And then I was like, well, I'm not finishing now. I'm gonna, even though I was tired, I was like, well, I'll carry on. And I did, and I'm glad I did, because I actually did, a painting that I liked in the end. That's what you're trying to do, isn't it? Do something you like. I mean, it's all right thinking, oh, well, I'll do a Van Gogh-y style painting because I'll probably get a bit of interest on YouTube. Van Gogh's a popular painter. You like Van Gogh, other people are going to like Van Gogh. But no, you got to do what you enjoy at the same time. I don't know what my point is. I did have a point. I've forgotten it now. Let's do a bit of painting, and then while we're painting we can think about it. We can reflect. Just doing this bit of colour here. Sometimes when I put the colour on, it doesn't look right. Oh, I think my mind's playing tricks on me again. I just really lighten that colour, and then realised I've lightened it too light. Yeah, that's better. I'm hoping this will look like a fish. Will look delicate like a fish. Hoping. Because fish, they are delicate, aren't they? They look delicate anyway. I wouldn't say a shark looks delicate though. But goldfish do. Especially these little fantail type ones. They always seem to have a swim bladder problem. It's because of the way they're not as hardy as normal goldfish, which are really hardy, aren't they? I'm not going to actually do all the scales and things, I'm just going to throw paint in. Hopefully, eventually, when I sit back and have a look, it'll look fish-like. That's quite light there. Where's that? What have I done with that light brush? Oh, was it this one that's now yellow? It's even lighter than that. There's a real light bit here. It's funny actually when you're mixing colour, because you look and you think, well, that's going to be that needs to be quite light, and then you mix it and then you put it next to it and then your colour looks really light and you think, oh, that's a bit weird. But actually it's not as light as you thought. In here. Grabbing some white now, getting some white and looking at some of the areas that are a bit lighter. Thinking at the same time, thinking that this isn't really light enough, but it's alright because I can change things as I go. I want to kind of blend them away because that's too hard a line, and that as well. That's better. Okay, I think maybe I'll work a bit on this area around the head. Try and get that shape right. It's got a nice... Think about how far the eye is actually. When you're doing portraits of any kind of portrait, the eye is important, really important. So it's so it should finish about there. So my drawing's pretty close, really. And the top of the eye is there, so that's right. And then it's about that long, so that's right. So let's get some black then. Black. And the eye is... sure if I've chose the correct brush to do this. Oh well, be okay. So I want to create this roundedness in the eye. Okay, that'll do, because then I can do the outer bit of the eye. And that will help with the colouring. So the colour is sort of a greyish yellow. So get some yellow, get some of that black. No, it's not right. Oh dear. Throw some red in it. Let's have a look at that. God, that's close. That is close. I'll do actually. It's like a really dull yellowy brown that I just made. Some red and yellow and black. And we'll create this around the eye. So I load my paint on the brush. Loads of paint. Loads of paint. Remember what I said yesterday? I was told no paint, no painting. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So far so good. Probably needs a little bit more black in the eye, and then there's the highlighty bits. So let's just see if we can do that. Nice and easy. So that needs to be over there. Sort of like that. And the red. So where does this eye go? Is it in line with that yellow? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we don't want anything above, below that. and then that is that. So that needs to be like there. Like that. Yeah, you can see that's about right. So let's get some of this light colour we made earlier, and let's put a little bit of that on top of the eye. A little bit there. Need more paint. Get a little blob of paint on the end of the brush. And that. Get a little bit more of this orangey colour on it. Okay, yeah, so now get some of the white and this purpley colour. We need to start thinking about this area. Sort of goes up to there, doesn't it? Goes up to there. Goes to there. Goes to about there. Just sitting back, having a look. And now I've got the eye in, actually, things are going to be changing quite a lot. This orange needs to come right out. So what colour have we got in this area? It's like an orangey colour, so is that thin in the right place? That's alright. Maybe mine's going to be a bit fatter. Because I'm not measuring it, so it'll be what it'll be. Get some orange. Sitting back. Darken this bit under here, but for now I want to get some orange in there. Some of that there. Yeah, okay. That's coming together. I think what I need now is to get some of this black. A tiny bit of water. Get some blue in that as well. Black and blue, black and blue. So I want to be able to see what I'm doing now. So it helps to have the background colour in, and then I can see things a bit clearer. And I'll put a little bit of water in this so it would spread easy. I don't want to be really struggling. I'm looking at the negative space now. Oh. I may have just covered up an area that I didn't want to cover up, but it's alright, we can sort that out, no problems. It's got a nice flow to it, that fin has. It wants to be like that. And then that connects there. And then there's that really nice fin here. So it goes out like that. Darken that. I can go like this. A little strange at this, but it's a bit more blue there. There we go. So we've got the dark area around the fish now. And then we can start adding the reds and things. Yeah, I think that'll do for that. Now I want to do the red around this eye. And some more of the strong red. Okay, now it's the case of back and forth, back and forth. Is that right? Is that right? And we need a bit of burnt umber. Burnt umber, where are you? There you are. And that burnt umber is going to help for some of these darker bits. Just put a little bit there. This is the point where I'm getting in a bit of a mess on the palette. I might mix this first. That's about right, actually. That's in the wrong place, isn't it? So this needs to go like that, up to there, like that. Okay. A little bit of the black in that colour. More of the red. That should be more red. This colour. Okay. Get some of the red and just sort of flick it out here. Now I want some of the black. As you can see, like black that goes along there. Okay, now I can see this bit needs doing a little bit in there, like that, a bit like that, a bit of white. And get some white bits and these glints of white. I'm so desperate to do these bits of white. Probably shouldn't be doing them yet, but and this bit. Okay. Like there. I need to create that orangey colour, or yellowy orange. That's an orangey. Must be about right. That goes there. Okay. Just clean that up there. Some of this red, need some of the red. Let's create a line there. And there's another one there. Other eye, like there, that mark. Something like that. It's a bit of a light spot. Yeah, just about. There. There's the fin here. And there's this fin here. Sort of picking up the blue light, that one is. And the red. Red. Bit of red in that. Use this to make it go away a little bit. This one here, and then it's that dark that goes there. sitting back, having a look, seeing if it looks like a fish. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not quite what I want yet. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Some of this red. Okay, and the orangey colour. I'm going to do this fin up here. Okay, a bit of red. Sort of fins tend to go down the back a bit as well, and I need to get that sort of shape right. It's, yeah, it's not bad actually. It does look like a fish. It's not bad. Can I see any ways to improve it? Maybe a touch more like the pure red. Maybe a little bit of white in it. There. And maybe that. Maybe that could do a bit more colour. I think I need a bit of light in this bit there. A bit more light, and then we'll have to call this one. Yeah, and then using a bit of black, I can make that softer. Anyway, there we go. We got a goldfish, a nice little pet goldfish that we can now watch. We can put it on the wall, and if we ever want to feed it, we can just drop in a few pretendy flakes, or maybe we can. Maybe even funnier, we could paint some in. So we'll just paint a few bits of food in there whenever we need to. Okay, I think this one will do for today. For the challenge, the painting challenge. This time we've done a fish. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching this one. I hope you're enjoying these episodes, and maybe you're painting as well. Just seen something. Saw something. Just Just a bit of a dark patch there. Better. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you're enjoying these episodes. Thanks so much for watching, and if you'd like to see more, then check out my my playlist of these videos, where they're all in one playlist, so you'll enjoy lots of different videos all in oil eye. And if you want to continue watching videos like this, click on subscribe, click on the like, share the videos, to which helps support the channel. And also you could become a patron if you wish. You can like me on Facebook, you can like me on Instagram, and you can even get a t-shirt or a mug like one of these that I've been drinking out of, because they're quite big. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this one. It's a bit of a challenge for me, but anyway, it's good fun. Cheers, bye.